A, gi- a giant, leg-covered, venomous fang-wielding terror that could only have materialized within one's most horrifying nightmare. A giant, leg-covered, venomous fang-wielding terror that could only have materialized within one's most horrifying nightmare.
Alien, sex humanoid hybrid woman.
My favorite.
Your inner superstar. Say, I was born this way. The performance we did last night at the Grammys was, and what we've been doing with the egg and the rebirth. It's meant to signify an artistic statement of birthing a new race, a race within the race of humanity.
Birthing a new race, a race within the race of humanity.
Birthing a new race, a race within the race of humanity.
Okay, hopefully that worked. I'm having some problems with my program again. Odd, isn't it? So, what do y'all think about my do-rag? I wonder if I was to put some little pinchers right here and go like this. If you look right in the center of my do-rag, let me see. I'm gonna go like this. Little pinchers. You see the bug looking right at you with its pinchers? That's a scorpion. That's an insect face right there. Mandibles. Mandibles going up to the eyes. It's kind of weird to try and do that in the. Yeah, I did a little bit of red on the eyes just to make it easy for you to see. Did you see those clips I just showed you? Do you know how totally absurd that is? What do y'all think? Does people make videos where they're turning into aliens, bugs? Like they're transforming. Oh, you mean like a transmutation circle? Like what the Statue of Liberty is sitting on? Yeah. Okay, well, remember the last video I did, just showing y'all the conspiracy? The conspiracy was to take a bunch of angels, get them caught in host bodies, transmutation device, aka host body system, let us create man in our vain show. Representative figure, especially an idol. That's what Elohim, God, said. That's not the Lord God. That's Elohim. We prove that using the Bible now, and the enemy freaking hates it. Good. Yeah, they hate it. They hate us. Um, I told you that tonight I would share with you guys the artwork. Now, consider what's on my do-rag. There's a bug looking right at you. Eye, mandibles. So consider the fact that whoever manufactures the do-rag, this particular do-rag knows that when you put it on your head, there's going to be like a scorpion looking right at, oh, thou dost dwellest among scorpions. It's for real. This is no joke, people. It's on a do-rag that you put on your head in order to mock you. See the bug? That's a bug. It's a xenomorph. And it's what's going to be coming out of the pit. And I'm here to warn everybody. And now, hey, Batcat. And now, okay, hang on, Batcat needs some love. Okay, buddy, let me just give him a quick cat pat down. He likes to stuff his head up in my finger right here and force me to rub his nose. Okay, Batcat. All right, I'll get you in a minute. Sorry, had to give Batcat a little love. Okay, so what they really didn't want everybody to know is that there's a big secret. Yeah, the secret is y'all are trapped in host bodies. You're a bunch of sheep, and you got trapped in host bodies, and now there's a race of scorpions from the pit. And who's their daddy? Apollyon, Abaddon. Yeah, you know what? Let's look at Revelation 9:11 real quick. Watch this. So let's look at Revelation 9:11 because I want y'all to have seen it with your own eyes because what I'm about to show everybody again is absolutely staggering. Here we go. Revelation 9 KJV. Search. There we go. Pop up. Okay, so let's talk about these things. In those days, men shall seek death and shall not find it. Why? Because to them it was given the authority to hurt men, only those men that had not the seal of God, but only those men that have not the seal of God in their foreheads. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but they should be tormented 5 months. I believe it's a gestation period. And their torment was the torment of a scorpion when it striketh a man. Hang on, let me do this real quick. Why are they putting like insect designs on do-rags that people wear on their heads? Is it to make them look like a scorpion's on their head? Maybe. Of course it is. Let's see. And the torment was the torment of a scorpion when it striketh a man. In those days men shall seek death and shall not find it, and they shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them, because they're incapacitated. And the shapes of the locusts were like horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads, as it were crowns of gold. And their faces were the faces of men, and they had the hair of women, and teeth were as of lions. They had breastplates, as it were breastplates of iron. And the sound of their wings was as the sound of many chariots and many horses running into battle. And they had tails like unto scorpions. Now, this is where you really need to get concerned for those of y'all that are thinking that, yeah, Jonathan Kleck is a false prophet. Well, you'll probably get to experience this then. And there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months. They had a king over them. Okay, you see the number 1, and the number 1 makes the number 11. Well, think of a 1 and a 1 as twin ones, 9, 11. See, because a 1 and a 1 are twins. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew tongue is Abaddon. So if you want to say the angel of the bottomless pit in Hebrew, it's Abaddon. And that means place of destruction. I've looked it up. But in Greek tongue hath the name Apollyon. Okay, so I want to show you something real quick with the Jussie Smollett stuff from yesterday. And don't tell anybody. Let me show you what, just so you see how obvious this has all become again. Let me go back to... Oh. One, two, three, four. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, Revelation 13. Here we go. Sorry, I had a little glitch. We're going to go back to, this is it, gallery. Okay, sorry, I had a little glitch. So we're going to go back to, just very quickly, we're going to revisit the Jussie Smollett fake hate crime, where they're staging everything and they're wearing shirts that say time's up. And the the letters TIM are double underlined. Think of the Twin Towers. Each line represents like the number one. So you have two lines underlining TIM. Tim means honor God. Well, their God is the God of twins. See the two stripes on his arm? Their God that they're honoring, the reason they underline just TIM, because when you double underline it, they're showing they're honoring God. Because Tim means honoring God, but their God is the God of duality, male and female. The Bible says in heaven there is neither male nor female. We're all one in Christ, but their system is they have the two-party system. And that's why Jussie Smollett is wearing these two bars representing the number one. So that is the number 11. So who's he glorifying? See the number 11, 1 and 1, just like those two bars. They had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew tongue is Abaddon. So let's do this. Let's go back and look at Jussie Smollett. Okay, so I told you that represents the number 11, and they're honoring their God, and that the word Tim means to honor God. I showed you that in the last video. Look it up. Tim, to honor God. Okay, well, if you look up the meaning of the number 11, watch this. Strong's 11, because now we know their language and we know how they speak. Oh, there's their daddy. Oh, no way. Impossible. No. See, Abaddon right there. Look right here. Abaddon, the number 11. Okay, so the number 11 in the Bible, there's an 11. The number 11 means Abaddon. Why does Jussie Smollett have the number 11 cryptically put on his arm and the letters TIM underlined with two lines? And he's part of the movement. Let me show you my do-rag again. What movement? That movement. The scorpion movement from the pit, taking over the host body system. Just like Lady Gaga said, my performance at the Grammy Awards is about a new race of beings being birthed within the human race, a scorpion race within the human race. And they hate El. They hate Emmanuel. They hate Jesus. Because they're going to do what they want to do. This is our world, they're thinking. We own it. We're the original. Oh, have y'all seen the Adidas original commercial I broke down for you, remember? Adidas original. See, they're like, we're the originals. You guys are you have no business in our world. We were just using you as fodder. Yeah, that's it. That's what you were used for. So anyway, so there it is. Abaddon, place of destruction, ruin, Abaddon. 1 and 1. Twin system. Tim, honoring God. Time's up. So see, their God, Abaddon, is telling you time's up. And they're holding their arms up in defiance, saying, we've won. Because that's the scorpion race of puppets that's above ground, that's connected to the below ground race. As above, so below. Now we know what's up. They can't hide it anymore. Now let me just vet that, and let me just expand on that a little bit. And let me just show you how obvious this has become now. Because they don't have an original thought. Once you know what they're doing, it's easy. So there, let's see, there's Jussie Smollett again with the Obamas, Michael and Barack. There he is, all cozy-dozy with Michael. I'm going to call him Michael. Anyway, there's Kamala Harris. There's Jussie Smollett. They're part of the movement. What movement? The Time's Up movement. But shh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anyone. Shh. What's this all about? Well, they don't want you to know they're a bunch of scorpions that are feeding off you. That's why I keep putting my head up there. I want you to look at my do-rag. It's a damn bug. Why are they selling do-rags that have the face of a scorpion on them? Because they know they own you, and they know you're so blind you won't even figure it out. You'll wear the do-rag around like an idiot and not even know what's on your head. Wrong. I know exactly what's on my head. It's a scorpion. And they're just making fun of us. And here's their little cryptic signal they like to do the sh, and she tattooed sh on her finger. So has Rihanna. And look what it says. Lindsay Lohan with sh tattoos. Stay woke. Oh, you know what? That's a new term you're hearing all over the news. You know, all the super cool liberals, they're woke. Yeah, they're so woke. Do you know what that means? Look at my do-rag. They're woke. They're woke. They're awakening. That new race is awakening, rising from the depths to take those sheeple down. Remember the sign commercial? The sheeple are compliant and make for fine ingredients for customizing anything. Here come the little deviants. Remember the commercial? I memorized some of this stuff because I see it so much. Yeah, so she's doing the thing. She's got a tattoo SHHH on her SHHHH on her fingers. So does Rihanna. But I'm more interested in this guy right here. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. I want to go to the us thing. We're going to go to Barack in just a sec. He's making the shush. By the way, this thing that says us, these are opposing faces, just like Jude 1.6, everlasting chains of darkness. The word everlasting means forward and backwards ligaments of the body. So there's forwards and backwards, and then they're joined together, and this is one thing. Look, there's a rabbit in the negative space. So this is the cheek of the rabbit. You know, think of like Roger Rabbit looking at you. There's the cheek. There's the cheek. Here's the white ear going up. The white ear going up. And then the black tuft in the middle of the ear, you know, like. And then, so this is a rabbit in between them. What's the inference? What do you think the inference is? They breathe like rabbits. Us. Making fun of us again. But because we all have our own evil doppelganger, you know, we have a demon literally inside a supernatural angel demon spirit that's self-cannibalizing you, your soul. So you have to get converted. Otherwise, you go to the pit and you're food for the guys that drew their face on my do-rag. That's why I get these things, so I can use them as teaching materials, just to show you how obvious they are now. So anyway, so now let's look at Mr. Barack Obama. Now, and then we're gonna go into the art show. Okay, see, he's all shh. I remember, you know, no major scandal in the Obama administration. Nah, nothing to see here, folks. But what's Obama really doing? Because y'all remember Octavia Butler? She was the Google Doodle. I'll get to Barack. He's right under this. I'll show you why he's doing the shush thing. But you see the vampire teeth and this woman in a slave collar and kind of these UFOs and stuff. This is Octavia Butler. She was the Google Doodle. She won 2 Hugo and 2 Nebula Awards for a book she wrote called Blood Child, where, see this insect female having sex with this male? Where a race of insects use humans to breed their young in a somewhat symbiotic fashion. But in our case, it's not really symbiotic at all. We're just being used as fuel for their fire. Here it is. 2 of those awards were for the same story, Blood Child, in which human refugees are imprisoned on an alien planet by insect-like creatures that protect them while using them as hosts to breed their young. Okay, that's exactly right. Remember what Lady Gaga just said starting this video. My performance with the egg and the rebirth is about a new race of beings birthing within the human race. Same as the de-antlered video that was at the beginning of this. Same as all of it. Same as the altar of St. Peter's, the largest church in the world. And the largest altar that's a penis, a vagina, a dead sheep, also becomes a giant bug harvesting semen. No, this is probably nothing to worry about, folks. No big deal. There it is. There's the largest church in the world. It's a serpent wearing a crown. And in the mouth of that serpent is a dead sheep. And it's a big bug harvesting semen. Probably nothing to worry about. So let's take a look real quick at I want to get to the reason they're doing the shush thing. Okay, this is a style of clothing or a clothing brand. I'm sorry, clothing brand that's called Lurking Class. And so this is a skeleton coming out from behind out of a girl's vagina. And it's also a bug. There's the eye, there's the eye, there are the mandibles. And so if I shrink it in size, you'll see it's kind of a bug coming out of a dimension. And what's coming out of that dimension? Death. And look, they made it a male because they're here to kill the males. Now, remember that altar I told you that was a giant bug harvesting semen? Okay, so you know what? Let's just talk about this. This is freaking absurd now. This is absurd. Look at the bug on my damn do-rag. This is absurd. If anyone is trying to run from this, you're delusional or you're so scared you can't accept the truth or you're part of the forest and you haven't been set apart. There's no arguing this. Octavia Butler, Bloodchild, Human Refugees Breeding with Insects. Lady Gaga, my performance at the Grammy Awards about a new race of beings being birthed within the human race. I'm an alien sex, whatever she said. D. Antwoord, same thing. Here's the largest altar in the world that's a bug harvesting semen. See the big bug with the blue eyes and the antenna and the red penis going in its mouth? That's the largest altar in the world right above here. And what is that? That's a bunch of semen, so it's harvesting semen. Isn't that fascinating that these girls that have these tattoos, they have the same thing tattooed on them as the largest altar in the world, right where their vagina just happens to be, just like the largest altar in the world. It's probably just some coincidence that girls like to get that tattoo right there. Huh. Wow. So there's the Lurking Class shirt. I noticed something interesting about it I want to point out before I get to my artwork. Look at that. That's an 8-pointed star. That's the star of Lucifer. Isn't that great? Wow, look at this girl's prom dress. It's a bug. There's the eye, there's the eye, there are the mandibles. I guess her vagina would be right around here somewhere. Wow, right where the mandibles are. That's convenient. Oh, wow, another one. Same thing. Weird, another bug on the dress, and the mandibles are right where the vagina are. Huh, look at Marina Abramovic staring into a mirrored glass table so she sees her own reflection. That's weird. Huh, it's probably just me. Largest altar in the world, the Pope's, the Pope's list of popes just happens to turn into some guy that's in total agony, and he has a slave collar that makes a big face of a beast with its tongue sticking out while he's in complete agony, while there's 2 fetuses on each side of his head with umbilical cords going to it. And now I've just kind of outlined that so you can see it a little more clearly. And when you turn him upside down, he just happens to be a bug coming out of a dimension. Oh, you mean like Revelation 9? They had a king over them, the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name is Abaddon. Oh, you mean like Jussie Smollett, who's got 2 bars on his arm representing the number 11 because the God he serves is the angel of the bottomless pit, Abaddon. You see how obvious this is now? Guess who's coming to destroy it all? The king. He's coming to destroy it. That's why they don't like me. You see, that's a bug. There's the eye of the bug. There's the eye of the bug. There's the mandible of the bug. The mandible of the bug. There's the yellow wing of the bug. The yellow wing of the bug. And all that crazy hairdo that was moving around. So let's see. Does this match the description in Revelation 9? Let's see. They had crowns like gold and their faces were the faces of men. Okay, so if you turn it upside down, he's got a face of men. If I draw on his teeth, it becomes a crown of gold. Coming out the top of the crown is this long hair, like a genie hairdo going down. So it's got a face like a man. It's got teeth like lions. It's got a crown of gold. It's got hair like a woman. And it's got wings. Let's see, does that make sense? So the locusts were like horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads was crowns of gold. All I got to do is color the teeth, crowns of gold. And their faces were the faces of men, the things of man when it's right side up. They had the hair of women, long hair coming out of that crown. And their teeth were as the teeth of lions. Wow! And they had breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was the sound of many chariots rushing into battle. Now, it's probably just me. I'm probably just seeing things. Whoa, we've been breeding with bugs. Yeah. We've been populating the surface for them using our energy while angels are just going to the pit as a constant flow of energy. It's an energy exchange system that we're caught in. We got caught in a snare, and it's an energy exchange system for a bunch of bugs because they're breeding with us and they're using us as fuel for their race of beings. I told you this is what the world's all about. This answers every question about who we are, why we're here, what's life all about, and I'll tell you to serve the Lord like God and serve Him only. And that's what life should be all about once you figure it out. Now, I want to just point out something that if you take this image of the guy from the Vatican and you turn him upside down, he's a locust coming out of the pit. So this represents an angel that got caught in a snare, and then his collar is a beast. There's the eye, the tongue, the fangs. And he's in the beast system now, which is double-mindedness. And the angel of the bottomless pit, which is the angel of the twin system, 1 and 1, is his daddy now because he left heaven like an idiot. And then dad had to come back in a host body called Emmanuel, with us as El. El is the father, and he came to get his own children. Emmanuel. Starting to make all kinds of sense now, isn't it? Now, I'm doing this to lead up to my video presentation of some artwork. We're going to look at the container outside. Just 2 very short little clips of the container that's getting ready to go. And then I'm going to let y'all see the artwork in my art room that I did in 2001. Now, before we do this, I want to show you, because you're going to hear this during the video, you're going to go, Blue Tiger. When I did my artwork, I did not used to name my art. You know, a lot of guys named all their, pieces. I really wasn't into that, but I did this whole giant wall and I named it Dream of the Blue Tiger. And I was like, why did I even grinded it in the metal on the top of the whole thing. I was like, why did I do that? And it wasn't until after I got saved, after I moved into the house I'm in here, the Lord told me, look up the meaning of a dream of a blue tiger. I thought I was hearing things. I was like, weird. So I did. I looked up the meaning of a dream of a blue tiger, and that's going to be in this presentation, but I want to show you something real quick. You see that locust that was under the list of the popes? And the reason I mentioned the blue tiger right now is because what that wall of artwork in my bedroom is exactly what you're looking at right now. And the meaning of the dream of a blue tiger means a belief that's so strong and so pervasive, it supersedes everything else, and you won't let anything dispute it. It's like you have a belief system that's so strong, nothing can override your belief. That's what the dream of a blue tiger is. And I was like, I did that before I got saved. Now everything I do now represents, the king. I represent the king now. I'm turning state's evidence on the devil. That's what I'm doing. I'm turning state's evidence on the devil. I'm ratting out the devil is what I'm doing. So here we go. So when you take a skateboard from Zoomies right here, I just want to show you how it's got the same thing on it, because you're going to see this in my artwork, which is insane. Okay, see this is dressed up like the Virgin. Same as that weird t-shirt that said lurking class. Okay, see, now you got a Martian dressed up like the Virgin, and that's from the movie Mars Attacks. So you have a Martian dressed up like the Virgin, but let's see what's coming out from under the Virgin. Oh, the same thing as the Vatican. Gee, I guess the odds of that are impossible. Yeah, it's impossible. You can't have that as a coincidence. And not without it being true or orchestrated. There's no way that you could just say, oh, look what's coming out from under the Virgin, when the largest church in the world that worships the Virgin happens to have the exact same thing on the list of popes. When you turn the human in the slave collar upside down, he becomes the same thing as a skateboard from Zoomies. Oh, yeah, it's probably just a coincidence. And so on and on and on it goes. Here's the lurking class t-shirt, and I'm just going to take this and put it over the female reproductive system. So you guys, I want you to just sit and think about this. That was opening the doorway to the dimension for that insect to come out of. You see, that's the dimension to the other side right there. See, there's the dimension to the other side. So now you know why the largest altar in the world is a bug harvesting semen, and why that altar is a vagina, because see, they're harvesting the light. There it is. That's why the same thing is in Scooby-Doo, where they have Scooby and Shaggy pinned to a wall with turkey breasts that just happen to be on the wall, just happen to open up right. I mean, come on, guys, don't argue with this. I mean, right? Turkey breasts are always on the wall, and they always open right down the center with a prehensile jaw that comes out of some weird dimension to eat Shaggy and Scooby. Come on. Whatever. You know it is. You know there's always turkeys on the wall like this. Every castle I go into has them. I don't know what you're talking about, but every time I've been to a castle and been pulled up against the wall by a bunch of sausages, turkeys always open up on the wall with a big jaw that comes out that looks like a Zumi's skateboard bag in the mall that's eating sperm. I mean, come on. Don't be ridiculous. Don't be such conspiracy weirdos. I mean, it's not like we're at Zumi shopping or anything. It's not like you should pay any attention to the bag that you just bought all your clothes in that has a dimension right here with a prehensile whatever jaw with its tongue sticking out. Oh, woofing down on some sperm. Woo-hoo. All right. Glad I bought my beanie there. I hope I don't have to wash it. That's just creepy. Anyway, no big deal. But, Barack Obama, remember Barack telling you, shh, be quiet, don't say anything, shh, shh, like breaking the silence, reckoning, like Rihanna covered up one eye like a pirate. Shh, shh, about what? What's all the shushing about? What's going on? Why are we being shushed? What's all the shushing? Being quiet? What is all this stuff, Jonathan? What are all these pictures of steering wheels that look like bugs and like someone drew in a person there with his penis in the mouth of a bug that's a steering wheel in a car? Weird. What's going on? Why does the Pope have a double cross on his weird shaped hat? Is that a bug on his hat? Oh my Lord, what's going on? What's with all the bugs? What do you mean broken promises? You broke your promise? Why is the word promise upside down? Gee, why is the largest soccer tournament in the world have a face that says, I kill you, that's a scorpion stinger? I don't know. That's kind of weird. But I want to know, why is everybody doing the shush thing? And what's with the double cherry thing? Is that the Garden of Eden? Obey, double cherry, like the serpent and Adam both got to Eve at the same time? Is that why you have a double cherry on there? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what's going on? Am I missing something? Well, where is that shush thing? Oh, wow, look, there's Lady Gaga in a magazine called V. That's weird. Oh, look, V Files, a modeling runway. Wonder why that girl's got her eye closed and her other eye open and her tongue sticking out. That's kind of weird. Wonder why that girl's got her face painted like a demon on the back of her hand and she's got a hive and like she's honey. I wonder why H.R. Geiger made these girls that have vampire fangs with their tongues sticking out with two sperm on each side of their head like a twin system. That's really random. What's up with that? I wonder why you would have a double cross on your panties with an infinity sign. I wonder why there's a band called Alien Ant Farm and they have the double cross just like the satanic double cross. I wonder why this girl's wearing camouflage with a scorpion that says broken promises. I wonder what's going on with all this stuff. Why is that girl casting the shadow of a bug? That's really weird. I wonder what's up. But you know what I really want to know about? I really want to know why Obama and all these people are doing the shush thing and they're shushing everybody. See, there's Obama doing it. See, there he is. He's like shushing everybody. Shh. What's the big secret? Oh, that's the big secret. Shut the F up. We're a cannibalistic society and we eat our own. Oh, I get it. That's why you're looking in a mirror, winking your eyes, sticking out your tongue, you big rat. And that's why Kehinde Wiley, that did your portrait, did one of Napoleon as well. It wasn't really Napoleon, it was him dressed as Napoleon Keenan Wiley. And look, coming out of the face of sheep, there's a nostril, there's a nostril. This is the rudimentary outline of the face of a sheep. It's birthing. Oh my gosh, that's a human with antennas like a human bug. What the hell's going on here? Are we just really a bunch of bugs or what? Well, the Bible says thou dost dwell among scorpions. And it does say that they had a king over them, the angel of the bottomless pit. And we do know that Jussie Smollett likes to get together with his buddies and wear, twin ones or, that looks like a one and a one. It looks more like the Twin Towers. Anyway, regardless, those two stripes are identical, aren't they? They're like twin stripes. Oh, is that why they underline the word TIM? Because the word TIM, you know what? I better double check and just make sure I'm right. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I've looked it up. I usually keep pretty good track of the stuff I look up. But let's just say, just in case I'm wrong, meaning of Tim, just TIM. What are you guys trying to tell us? Are y'all trying to be all cryptic or something? Oh, no. Tim, yeah, it means honoring God in God's honor. So I guess Jussie Smollett and all the buddies like Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Kamala Harris, Adam Schiff, all the liars, I guess the ones that are doing the little shush thing, they're all glorifying their boss, which is the boss of the twin system, which is the angel of the bottomless pit. That's why there's a movie called Us that's got the same exact thing on it as Jussie Smollett's arm, huh? Everlasting forward and backwards chains of darkness, ligaments of the body. And then just to be rude, they put a little rabbit in the middle. I wonder if it's me or is it them or is it us? But regardless, why are they shushing everybody? Well, because just like this clothing line that came out, they're a bunch of cannibals and they're all being found out that they got God's angels and led them astray. And they've been cannibalizing angels in a host body system. Now you know why this girl's sticking out her tongue like a dead sheep. She's got Satan is waiting on the back of her panties, inferring that if you have sex here, Satan's waiting for you because you're entering into that dimension. What about Venom? Look at that. Did anyone see Venom? He's got these big spots on his eyes. Those are weird eyes. I wonder, are those sperm? And I wonder, is that really a sheep that's in between his eyes? And those are really two sperm, and there's a sheep. Wow, is that a sheep? Is that what's going on here? Are y'all using the human host body as a way to breed your race? Is Venom, is he eating a big giant sperm, or has he just got a big ass tongue? You know what the Bible says, the word Arab means? They shall mingle themselves with the seed of men. The word in Daniel 12, it means, the word's Arab. Oh, like they're flooding the Middle East with Arab refugees from their wars that they started over there, the deep state, so they could put all the Arabs to go into all the other countries and start raping all the other women in all these other countries, just to plant their seed so they could intermix. Because that's what the word Arab means. To intermix. I wonder what a harem was all about. To braid, that is to intermix, to mingle self. Arab, see it? Yeah, these are probably just a slew and long string of unbelievable, unfathomable coincidences. Oh, look at that. That's really neat. Look. Oh, look, love. Angel kissing this girl. That's really weird. If you look down here, it's a dragon. He's kissing a dragon. He doesn't really see it, though. Looks like a hot babe, but guess what? I got news for you, Mr. Angel. It's not a hot babe. And now the angel's being drugged down a tunnel. There's his foot. Look at the angel's foot. Oh my gosh, and his knee. And look, he's being drugged down this tunnel. You see the top of the tunnel in the black? And look what's dragging him. A bug with antennas, and it stung him. And look, the poor angel's incapacitated, and he's being drugged down a tunnel. Oh my gosh, that's the same looking thing as a scorpion wasp. Oh my God, but wait, that's an angel kissing a woman, but if you rotate it, the whole darn thing turns into what? Another big dead sheep? Wait a minute, what's really going on here? I'll tell you what's going on here. Your indictment. That's what's going on here. I'm indicting you, Lucifer. Your indictment has been delivered. Oh, gee, the Twin Towers. Is that a scorpion stinger? Does this represent the angel of the bottomless pit? No. That's just unbelievable. Look, look at all these girls with transmutation circles on their chest with the triple moon goddess, and at the end of the cycle is a locust because they know they're just a host body for what's really coming out of the pit. They're in what's called the nymph stage. Is that why a hypersexual girl is called a nymphomaniac? Wow. You know, a hypersexual guy is called a sitar. Not a guitar, sitar. You know, like Goat Man. Oh, that's crazy. This is just one long string of coincidences. I'm sure of it. It's like such a joke. Y'all get the point now? Oh, look at the neat little bug dressed up as the Virgin. Oh, the Virgin. The Virgin is dressed up as a bug. Oh, is that because it's true? Oh, what's coming out from behind this girl's face? It's a bug. Oh, no. Look, Akhenaten and Nefertiti. No one saw this. This is what the Lord was allowing me to see. Oh, look at the dragon. What's the dragon's eye doing there? Look at his nose right there. What's coming out of the dragon's mouth right to there? Oh, that's the flame coming out of the dragon's mouth, which is coming out of this crescent moon and the sun, and it also makes like the womb. But look at the face of the dragon. There's the dragon's eye. There's his nose. There's his open mouth, bottom jaw going back. There's his gill. There's the fin on his ears. And there's the flame coming out, going right to the girl's package. Wow, let's just draw that in. Let's look at it. Oh my gosh, see the dragon? Look at the flame coming out. What are the odds he hit her right in the package? Man, that's a nice shot for a dragon. Look at that. That's amazing. Good job. Let's stretch that out. Let's see. There you go. Oh yeah. Nothing to it. Dragon. Let's see, I wonder what they're inferring, that the flame went to her package. Let's keep going. Yeah, that one's a little too risque. Does that look like the serpent birthing out of an apple? I wonder what they're trying to tell us here. You know, I'm kind of getting like, oh, I dream of Jeannie. She's got her own twin. Weird. Little deviants, they come from underground. Huh. The sheeple are compliant. Why is that demon with an X on its face putting on sheepskin? Oh, gee, I wonder what that could be. I wonder why that girl's got a bug on her. Not like she's going to transmute into a bug once they come out of the pit. Oh, wow, that's a great painting. I love that painting by Kehinde Wiley. That painting of two twin sisters, that's really a great painting. I like the girl's hand with the ring on it. That's my favorite part. Probably. Let me go ahead and take this raptor and just put it right where the girl's hand is, right there. I'll just hang a raptor right over it. You see the raptor? Oh no, pay no attention to the ring and the raptor that's on her own sisters. What's going on? Did they have something to do with the dinosaurs? I know something you don't know. I know a lot that they don't think I know. I know a lot more than probably y'all think I know. I'm just making a point. I'm being, snarky, facetious. See what I mean? It's a joke, right? Gee, Rihanna, you know what? I love the devil panties. I really do. I really like where the mouth of the devil is. I think it's well chosen. I think it's done just with a lot of taste. I mean that. It's really nice. You got to love a pair of panties where the mouth is the devil, especially in that proximity. That's really good. Oh, wow. You know what? That's kind of funny. That's the same thing as the largest altar in the world. No way. But the mouth is a serpent. Oh, the devil is the serpent. Oh, it's no different. Wow, Rihanna, your panties are no different than the largest altar in the world. Drake, what's up, bro? What's up? Drake, hang on, yo. Yo, dog. What's up, yo, dog? Yo, dog, yo. Yeah, double U, yo, dog. Yeah. Oh, Scorpion U and on stage Drake U. Woo! Check out my Scorpion Drake. Woo! Let's have a bencher party. Y'all don't have an original thought. Once you know what y'all are doing, it's obvious. Because you're going to be coming out of the pit. What's coming out of the pit? Scorpions. Hey, Marina, what? Why would you put a scorpion on your face? Who would do that? That's creepy. But it looks really cool. It makes half a mustache like a man. So if you cover up half the face, it's like you're a man. I see it. An eye and a mustache like a man. Other half woman. Together, scorpion. What are you doing? Taking the poor little black sheep out of the herd? Put him back. Leave him alone. Debbie, what? You got a diamond vagina, baby. What's going on? You're going to cut your own heart out. Don't do it. It's not worth it. But you did it anyway. Statue of Liberty? No way. What's up? Check out the penis. What are you doing? It's crazy. Double-headed phoenix. Wow, that's crazy. That's on Donald Trump's golf course. I wonder if there's anything to that. Oh, wow, Donald Trump, you got a dragon on your Trump coat of arms. That's interesting. Dude, that's Jonathan Kleck's legs. I'd recognize him anywhere. Kleck, what's the bug mandibles doing on your crotch, bro? Take it easy, man. Take it easy. Hey, what's up with the big W? Hey, I know who that is. And that Taylor Swift, the girl that, she's, are you ready for it? Doesn't she sing a song like, are you ready for it? Ready for what, Taylor? Woo, check out the big W. What's up? Look what you made me do. Oh, who made you do what? What are you talking about? W. Oh, look what you made me do. I get it. What's up? That's hilarious. Oh, hey, Lady Gaga, man, you get around, baby. Check it out. Look at that serpent on your dress. That is just a bomb. Look at that serpent. That's nice. Oh, wow, I like the split tongue. That's pretty cool. Let me see. Let me drag that over onto your dress and see if I can make it. Yeah, what's up? It fits. What's that arrow going up? That's where your package is. You got an arrow going up right where your package is? What's that arrow represent? Oh, the serpent. Oh, that's kind of creepy. What's up with the top of your dress, Lady Gaga? You got a bug going on? That is crazy. So a serpent and a bug again. That's kind of weird. Taylor, what's up? Like the body armor, babe. Hey, you know what was really weird, Taylor? When the camera went to the other side of you, you were like a cephalopod. I mean, it was really crazy. And there you are. What is that? What's up with that? That was a really interesting video, though, where you were became like a armored up female warrior with your, total exoskeleton, and you're going to the top of a stairway and nobody can get past you. That was kind of cool. But I really like this thing. You're like this cephalopod, babe, man. I mean, you went from really attractive to cephalopod attractive, I guess. Kind of weird. But anyway, I still find it interesting. Oh, I kind of like the armored up you. I'm kind of digging it. Kind of like a scorpion thing. It's kind of, I don't know, kind of attractive in a weird way. Dude, Venom, you need to put that down, dude. Get away from that. Bad, bad. Hey, bro, nice tattoo. That's a lot of tattoo. What? What? Wait a minute. That thing's a big sheep. Wait a minute. Hang on. What's going on here? You turned a sheep into the male reproductive system? You made the eye of the sheep a penis and testicles? That's kind of weird. Why would you take a big tattoo and make it into a dead sheep with an ear that's a penis and a scrotum that's a devil? That's weird. That's really weird, but I see it for sure. Definitely right there. Oh, wow, look, there's an angel trapped and there's a demon. Oh, you know what the Bible says in Ephesians 2? It says that when you walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air. Oh, you mean like the devil, like this guy right down here in the corner. Yeah, the prince of the power of the air. The word spirit is supernatural, angel, demon. Wow, that's what's going on. You got an angel and a demon in the same tattoo. Look, it turns to a giant human heart. The whole thing, when you color it red, it's just one big heart. Oh, wow, it's like you got a divided heart. You got one devil. Oh, that's a penis and scrotum. Oh, doing the bad stuff. And there's the angel that's trapped. But the demon gets to have his party day. Oh, wow, check out that bug. Look at that. Wow, it's the same as a Tesla steering wheel. Oh my gosh, that's the same as my truck. That's weird. I don't like where those mandibles are. It kind of makes me feel uncomfortable. Like my car's trying to touch me or something. Kind of freaky. Hey, D. Antword, what's up, man? Hey, I love the winky eye and the tongue sticking out. No big thing. Oh, wow, I remember seeing this at the beginning of this video. That's one of the worst bites you can get. That's the millipede, and we have those in Texas. But look at that. What's up? It's got a mirror reflection. I wonder what that was Coyote Peterson said right when you saw the mirror's reflection. Oh, your worst nightmares. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, check that out. What's that? That's a dead sheep. That's a pile of fluff. You know where that's from? I've seen that. That's from a Zoomies bag, where the prehensile jaw is eating a bunch of sperm from another dimension, which you can get just going to the mall. Oh, check out these girls wearing dragonfly tattoos. Oh, wow, dragonfly. Oh, wow, dragonfly with eyes turns into something else. Oh, wow, did y'all know that dragonflies are the apex predator? That a dragonfly is considered the apex predator? Did y'all know that? Yeah, for real. It is. It's considered the apex predator. It is allegedly the number one killer. Oh, that's no wonder those girls have them. Let me go back. Oh, wow, Jonathan Kleck, dude, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, Kleck? What are you doing with the sheep behind you here, bro? Did you do that, or did some guy when you walked into Starbucks do that? Madonna, what's up, baby? Why are you covering up that eye? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Oh, shut the F up, Johnny. Shut up what? What? Shut up. Shut up that you're a vampire? Why? We want everyone to know. Hey, do you have an M on your finger? Is that really an upside down W? Which one is it, Madonna? Huh? Which one? I think it's a W and you're making fun of us. Hey, Charlie Theron, you know what? I used to think you're like really attractive. And I still think you're attractive in a kind of a bug kind of way. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm still attracted to you. But it's kind of weird. I feel awkward talking about it, sort of. Not really. A little bit. Anyway, oh, wow, Rihanna, well, in front of your eye. Would you be referring to like a reptilian thing like Barack Obama said when he was on The View? Oh, who are we? Quick, Jonathan's imitation of Whoopi Goldberg. Who are we? What are we? Well, Jonathan's imitation of Barack Obama. Well, we all have to remember we're all Americans and we all have a reptilian part of our brain. We all know that, Barack. We all know we have a reptilian part of our brain. Yeah, why not? It sounds good. Huh, you know what? I'm starting to notice a pattern here. What pattern? What pattern are you talking about, Clegg? You're making stuff up. There's no bug on that girl. There's no bug there. That is not a prehensile jaw coming out of a dimension to kill Shaggy, who's tied to the wall by his own sausages. That is not an angel inside a right side up, upside down triangle being transmuted. The word carry away captive does not mean to denude. Yes, it does, especially in a disgraceful way, implicating to exile. We are not the exiles, Kleck. You want to bet? We are the exiles, guys. We're the ones that got exiled and we're in their system, and they're using us as food for their system. And now I think I'm ready to show you guys the artwork I did before I ever got saved. How'd y'all like the presentation? I want to. It's like they can't. Oh no, that's not a bug. I really wish I had. I wish I had some like crawfish claws that I could put up there and pinch, because it'd be really good for dramatic effect. Just to make my point. Go look. Do y'all know what the word facetious means? Let me just type this. You know what? Let me just type this in, because if you haven't ever seen me like in that, particularly that flippant personality, no, F-A-C, oh, F-A-C-E. Facetious meaning. There we go. Do y'all know how to spell facetious? Sorry. Look, treating serious issues with deliberately inappropriate humor, flippant, whimsical, joking, jesting, jocular, playful, roguish, teasing, mischievous, puckish. Let's look at a couple more. I'm looking for the one I really want. High spirited. I like lighthearted. That's it. High spirited. Bubbly, sparkling. Yeah, those are good. I'll take some of those. Yeah, facetious. Yeah, because I'm teasing them and I'm bantering. I'm making fun of them and I'm, making a little sport of them and I'm trying to make it a little more lighthearted for everybody because we're in a system where we've been dealing and breeding with a supernatural race of freaking bugs from the pit. And they're coming. They're coming soon. Now, it's time to get into my artwork. Now, the reason I showed you the meaning, did I show you the meaning of a blue tiger yet? I know I mentioned it. I'm on an ADD kick right now, so just leave me alone. Let me do it. There we go. I'm looking for it. Give me a second. I'm on a rant. Let me go. Let Johnny rant. There we go. To see a blue tiger in a dream means a positive belief that overpowers other priorities, a genuine belief that something is so positive that is more important than anything else. Now, the reason I jump back to that is because I'm going to show you my artwork now. And so the artwork that I did in 2001. Now, there's been a few things added, not much. But in 2001 is when the body of that artwork was done. Try and wrap your brain around this. Just try and think about this. The guy that's talking to you right now with the do-rag with the scorpion on his head is the same guy that did that artwork and didn't even know the Bible. Never read it. Never knew. I didn't know. They don't give you a Bible in Catholic. What are you talking about? Catholics don't get Bibles. I didn't get a Bible. We went into a box and said how bad we were. And we were told to say 5 Hail Marys, 5 Our Fathers, and then go do it all over again. No, seriously. It's like, oh, you're good. Yeah, just say 5 Hail Marys, 5 Our Fathers, maybe a Snickers bar, and you'll be fine. I'm just being purposely flippant because this is so nuts. You're looking at a scorpion on my head. They dress us up to look like scorpions. Yeah. And all your clothing brands, all of it. They're like, oh, Kleck, why do you wear Under Armour? It's like, it's just want to grab and turn on a scene from Ren and Stimpy. Y'all know what I'm saying, Ren and Stimpy? You idiot. It's like, come on, man. Yeah. All right. So I know why they're doing the shush now. Shut the F up. We're a bunch of cannibals. Hey, you know what? Y'all remember, let's see, let's do Google Images. Remember the fine young cannibals? The fine young cannibals, the raw and the cooked? Yeah, there you go. The raw and the cooked. Look, fine young cannibals. Yeah, fine young cannibals. FYC, the raw and the cooked. You know, this stuff's been all around you. What about David Bowie? Rebel, rebel. Oh, why'd you say it twice, David? Because now we know what's up. Now we can make sense of everything. Anyone ever see the band Styx? I saw Styx live. They were good, really good. Welcome to the Grand Illusion. Come on in and see what's happening. Pay the price. Get your ticket for the show. And we got our tickets to the Grand Illusion, the grandest illusion of ever even imaginable. Anyway, yep, you'll be well entertained all the way to the pit. They guarantee it. Okay, so now, thanks for letting me spend 1 hour of this video just getting that out. Now we have 30 minutes of artwork. I'm sorry. I just, it's so obvious now. It's just like, It's like, to see these poor, pathetic creatures that come leave comments on my channel like Kleck's Delude, Kleck's saying, it's like, seen from where Ren and Stimpy. It's like, no, no. I'm the only one here that's ever passed 3 MMPI tests. And that was by the Lord's doing. He knew that I would have to come up against a bunch of people that would make all the same similar bullshit accusations. I'm sorry that I said that. Not really. The same bullshit accusations I've heard for 17 years. Just like you're watching on the news with the Democrats. Oh, Russian collusion, Russian collusion. It's like Democrat collusion is the truth. By the way, demos means fish, demon, kratos, fishing basket, demon, fishing basket. That's why they want to control your minds, which is guberno mentis, government, to control the mind. They want your mind control. Maybe I should put some antennas up here. Yeah. So now we got this figured out, but I'm the only one in this whole group, probably of anybody that I've ever met. I've never met anyone that's passed the psychological testing that I have. I had to pass it to get custody of my 3 kids in one situation and another child from another girl, and I won custody of all 4, and the reason because I was totally sound and mentally sane. Because I was considered mentally completely sound. I like being a little flippant because the enemy can't handle it. They freak out when you laugh at them. Don't y'all? Say it. Admit it. Just, you do. Yeah, so anyway, they're caught. They're done. Time's up, but not in a good way. See, they think time's up. Like, oh yay, we get the earth, it's ours, we get rid of all the sheep, yay. Have fun. You got a couple years to do it, enjoy yourselves. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. Good times are coming. Oh yeah. So, all you scorpions, have fun. Get ready for the most fun part of the entire history of the world. This is it. I'm sure of it. For those that are leaving. Oh, for those that are staying, it's called, in Jesus' own words, the greatest horror the world's ever seen. Just, so you know. Just want you to understand. It's going to be bad. No movies and popcorn. Probably not. No good acting. Sorry. Okay. Oh, yikes. H.R. Geiger. Well, you know what's really creepy about H.R. Geiger is how right he got everything. I'm gonna move this up a little bit. Now, did H.R. Geiger turn 2 penises into 1 penis? He did inseminating 1 girl. He sure did. I'll just get past that because it's rather disgusting. And let's look at Hunted for Dinner one more time. Stay dangerous. Why do we have to stay dangerous? Why? Because you're scorpions from the pit. And I love your 400 bases loaded cream jersey that costs $71.95. $71.95. Damn, that's a lot of money, bro. What's up? How about if I throw you the, I was going to say essay, but that's around here. What's up, essay? Yeah. Well, if I throw you like the W sign, do I get a discount on the bases loaded cream jersey? Because that's so cool. I want one. They're $71.95. Oh, it means conspiracy and treason. Ooh, I like it even more because everybody's doing bad stuff behind the scenes. That's what's up. Can you imagine being them right now? Can you imagine being them right now? Can you imagine being the other race right now? And here's this guy just hammering you with facts, and you're screwed, and you know how screwed you are. You're eternally screwed. For all of eternity, totally screwed. For the eternal abyss and the lake of fire. And here's this idiot Kleck that's ratting you out. You got to feel really like, it's like, dude, couldn't they have used somebody else, like somebody that was really intelligent, like, dressed really well? Not this guy. He's like Stimpy, you idiot. It's kind of cool the way that God takes the things that this world despises to confound the wise. It's kind of a left-handed compliment, you know. It's like, wait a minute. What are you saying? Oh. I thought about that for a while. It's like, wait a minute. I will use the things this world despises to confound the wise, and I'm confounding the wise, so that means the world despises me. Oh, yeah. It used to be the other way around. The world used to love me. I used to love the world. And then I got born again, and I could see we were in a place of very bad scorpions and things like that. It's a joke now, isn't it? We've got the meat! Harvey's, I mean, it's a sheep and a penis! Oh, the largest altar in the world is a sheep and a penis, Kleck. I know, I've shown it to you 1,000 times. But Arby's? I mean, you know, Arby's? Yeah, Arby's. Arby's. Just turn that big 10-gallon hat upside down. Have you ever really closely studied a cowboy hat? I have. It looks like... Oh, it looks like something I have. You would probably think that I'm sitting here without pants on it. But no. Yeah. I'm just being facetious. It's just like making fun of them. Being flippant about serious issues. Because they become so freaking obvious that anyone that doesn't see it, you're delusional or you're one of them. Or you're in a deep trance and you can't seem to wake up. That's what the Bible says. Anyway, I think I made my point in another way tonight using flippant humor to make the point. Those are just some wonderful images. Y'all seem like some really great people. Oh, you know when I showed y'all Janus the other day, you know, everlasting chains of darkness, forward and backward chains of darkness. That's not like phallic sex symbology, is it? Do y'all know who Janus is? Let me just do this real quick, and then we'll move right into the art show. Sorry, guys. Janus, Janus, Roman god of duality. You go, Janus, ancient Rome, Janus. There we go. Janus is the god of beginnings. Like, check this out. Come on, man. Tell me you're joking, right? Okay, so Janus is the god of beginnings. Oh, forward and backwards. Look, it's male and female. Gates. Oh, they left heaven and came here. Transitions. Oh my gosh. Time. We got trapped in a time system. Duality. Doorways. Passages and endings. He is usually depicted as having two faces since he looks future and to the past. Janus. Wow. Okay, well, anyway, I think I made my point, right? I mean, has this gotten redundant or is it redundant? It's redundant, Kleck. It's like, it's still fun, isn't it? I still love it. It's like, oh, yeah, we got like 20, 30 folders of this stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I want to show you the art show without getting off too far on a tangent. Oh, the scorpion stinger with a penis on it. I wonder what the inference is with that. You know, it just goes on and on. There's just no end to it. There's literally no end to this crap. I can do it all day long in a variety of formats, and it's got to the point to where enough's enough. So I'm going to knock down these albums right here. Oh, wow, Hillary, no. Wait a minute. Where'd that come from? That looks just like, oh, Jussie Smollett's. Look, Jussie Smollett had those just like that, except all we got is an arrow going from one to the other. Look at the plane, like, oh, like the Twin Towers. I get it. See, like the Twin Towers? Yeah, and there's Hillary's for president thing and someone's making fun of her with the plane? Yeah. Hillary, come on. Let's see. I don't know. I wonder if that's a stinger. Sure looks like it. I mean, oh, there's a great one. Look. Blue and what? Blue and red. And you got two. Yay. Right side up and you got one upside down. Hillary, wow. Is that really one of her logos? It is. Hillary Clinton campaign logo is, oh, wow, it's Pinterest. It sure is. Oh my gosh. See? Right side up, upside down, blue and red. You could work for Domino's. Wow. Anyway, it's getting kind of redundant because they all do it. But now we have 43 minutes after watching Kleck go on a rant. I'm trying to just make fun of him now because it's a joke. It's like, excuse me, no, Scorpion boys and girls. No, 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 no. You're caught. Okay, just you're caught. You can run, you can hide, you can say this and point that and say this person, say that person. But at the end of the day, we all have to stand before the king and give an account. And I'm the indictment. I'm delivering it. So, and y'all have made it very unpleasant. I have to admit, it's been very unpleasant on a lot of fronts by a lot of people. But I'm going to pray for y'all before I go to bed because I really don't want anything bad to happen to anyone. And that's the truth. I don't. I carried such a burden for so long. I used to cry so much. No, Lord, they don't understand, please. Then I started feeling a little bit like Jonah. It's like, man, I'm not going to Nineveh. I'm not telling nobody. They don't even want to know. I can totally relate with Jonah. I'm not kidding. I've been trying to show people so much profound truth for so long that after a while you're like, you know what? Screw this, man. I'm not trying anymore. That's what happens. I'm here to tell you. It's what happens because they don't want to know the truth. But then God has a way of saying, look, you were the same way. And he's right. I was the same exact way. So we have to remember that. It's easy to get in a snarky, bad place sometimes. And this is where I'll finish this part of the video. Then we'll move into the artwork. It's easy to get in a bad place because everyone's being rude, hateful. You have husbands, wives, mothers, daughters, brothers, sons, all of it, acting like idiots. Stimpy, you idiot. Yeah, they start acting like complete bozos, weirdos. They want to fight over the stupidest crap. I see it all the time. And they, the Bible said it. The Bible said your worst enemies will be members of your own household. And then Jesus said these words, remember, I warned you. Because when it happens, you don't act like, oh, what's going on? Jesus told you it was going to happen. And now is the time it's happening. Because the end is here. Okay? The end is coming. We're in the time of the end right now. Check out this thing on my head. Just look at this thing. Are you kidding? Look at that. This is like a scene from Alien. Look at that. That's crazy. H.R. Geiger got it right. So anyway, now that you've seen all this, imagine what you're about to see now. You're about to see the artwork that I did in 2001, having never read the Bible and having no knowledge of the Bible. I had angels coming down from heaven. And they were like spiritual beings. I had them spiritual beings in human form, having sex with human women, producing offspring, bunch of naked women as bait for the angels, and locusts coming out of a dimension. Jesus coming on the clouds of heaven with Michael the archangel and a myriad of angels. And then one part of the sculpture shows the tree of life. It's a trunk going up and it spreads out with about 7 or 8 different angles of the crucifixion of Christ, the lake of fire, everyone coming into judgment. And part that you didn't see was a tiger that's escaping the judgment, and it's a blue tiger. And I used to light it up with blue lights, but the way I have it set up right now, there's a couch in front of the tiger that's escaping. What I'll probably do is I'll pull it out and photograph it and add that tiger into the show notes. But when we were doing the work on this the other day, I'm having like a serious pain in my left side that I was actually in the emergency room for. And I just can't do it. Not right now. I mean, maybe in a week or so. Anyway, so without any further ado or ranting or facetious raging, either one. I'm sorry, I'm in a mood and I'm like, good God, these things they're relentless. They are relentless. But so is the Lord God. He's relentless with love, and let me show you what he did. This is the shipping container that's going to Grand Junction. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this. I'm going to expand the screen, and I'm going to play 40 minutes of this video, and I'm not going to make one comment. I'm just going to let it play. I'm going to turn off my microphone, and you guys can watch this. Okay, pause it. All right. The tomb is empty. I know y'all may not be able to hear me, but if you can, I'll still translate. The Lord orchestrated all of this. This is the Lord's job, not mine. So, the word has been made obvious. We know what it means. There it is. It's a fire. His word is a burning fire inside of us when you get it. Amen. All right. Cool. So, like I was saying, I'm here with my friend Trey, one of my skydiving buddies. By the grace of God, is still alive.
Amen.
Yeah, and so the point I'm trying to make is, and Trey knows me. Trey's known me since my wild days. And the Word of God is a fire. The Bible says, in the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And the Word became flesh, and that's Christ, Jesus Christ, who is Emmanuel, with us is El. And so now the resolution of the Word, the mystery has been unlocked. And so now we have this thing going to Grand Junction, which represents the judgment seat of Christ. That's what this represents. This is what he told me to do it for. And we're all going to be meeting in Grand Junction, and I wanted to memorialize this container and have Trey do this little video, and we're going to do stuff during the day and just show you, and I'll walk through it and tell you what every little single thing is about that he told me to put in here. And for those of y'all that have seen the video on how he proved it, remember the little pamphlet in the middle of the road on Broadway in front of Incarnate Word? The day I went to pray, Lord, did I get everything right in the container? He proved it. And now this container is going to go to Grand Junction, and the two are going to come together as one. And I believe that we're going to get to see some amazing. I'm going to leave everything on the shelf. Who can know his ways? I'm just going to be an obedient servant and do what he told me. Move this container with the other one. And that's it. All right. That's it. So how that fire lit. So I thought I should document this. I guess it's about 2 o'clock. I've been working on all these folders for what I'm going to do with KJ, what the Lord has directed me to do. And KJ, supernaturally confirmed, by the way, cat. So anyway, I told the Lord,
I was grappling with, there's so many people that are so filled with hate and vitriol, it's crazy. Just reading, some of the stuff I read today, just, it was horrible. I was talking to Jesus. God, it must have been horrible being here, having everybody, hate you so badly. And that's when, I was kind of lamenting a little while ago, and I heard the servant is not greater than the master. If they hated me, they'll hate you. And then I heard in my spirit, it's not you they hate, it's me they hate, me and you. And I thought about it, and he's right, and there's no doubt about it. Because the people that say, oh, false prophet, all that, it's like they can't even see how obvious the truth is. It's crazy. It's kind of scary. It's like delusional crazy. And they can't see it, and they'll say the opposite. That's what's so fascinating. So I said, I'm going to go in my room. I'm going to, even though I'm tired, I want to read the word before I go to bed. So I came in here, and I just wanted the Lord to show me something. And, we're getting ready for this Grand Junction trip and all this. We're getting ready for, this container thing coming together. It's just, it's a really big deal. It's huge. It's, from my perspective, it's like, so you want me to tell everyone that wants to see the containers come together, you want me to tell them, if you want to go, you're welcome to go. Of course, there'll be security and all that, but still, what a step of faith, right? And so from my point of view, it's like, what? But every other thing he's had me do like that, he's proved he was right every time, 100%. So that's why I have the faith to do it. Otherwise, who would ship a second shipping container to Grand Junction? Who would do that? And, who would, jump out of a plane with another guy doing a tandem, as a demonstration of what happened in the beginning, the two-party system in Genesis 1 made by Elohim, and then the Lord coming down and forming Adam from the dust of the ground, and then pulling Eve out of his side. So it was two, male and female, Genesis 1. Genesis 2 was one. He formed Adam out of the ground. And then from his side, he took Eve. There's a big difference. And so anyway, so I came in here and I said, Lord, this whole thing is just so wild. I have this canopy. It says V for vengeance, up there on the wall as part of my skydiving career up there. And it's just so odd sitting here amongst all this artwork. That's, just the whole thing is unbelievable. There's Jesus coming on the clouds of heaven and all the angels with him in this artwork. I'll have to change the angle and change the color of the lights, but that's what's in there. Michael and the army of angels coming to judge the world. That's what all this is. And I'm sitting here just talking to the Lord. And I was like, okay, show me what you want to show me in the Bible, Lord. Let me go ahead and read to you what he showed me, okay? And it's really late, so I'm kind of tired. It's like 2:30. It says, oh, sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord, all the earth. Sing to the Lord and bless his holy name. Proclaim the good news of his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory among the nations, his wonders among the people. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised. Oh, weird. Did y'all see the lights change? That's so random. I was like, huh. Oh, it must have switched a circuit or something. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised. He is feared above all gods. He is feared above all gods. Yep, he is feared above all gods. All the gods of the peoples are idols. Boy, that's the truth. But the Lord made the heavens. Honor him. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are his sanctuary. Give to the Lord, O families of the peoples. Give to the Lord glory and strength. Give to the Lord the glory due his name. Amen. Bring an offering and come into his courts. I know what that offering is. It's ourselves, handed over freely. Oh, worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Tremble before him, all the earth. Say among the nations, the Lord reigns. The world is also firmly established. It shall not be moved. he shall judge the peoples righteously. Let the heavens rejoice, and let the earth be glad. Let the sea roar in all its fullness. Let the field be joyful, and all that is in it. Okay, listen now. All the rest was good, but listen right now. Then all the trees of the woods will rejoice before the Lord, for he is coming. For he is coming to judge the earth. And he shall judge the world with righteousness, and the peoples with his truth. That's what I'm reading. That's the first, I committed myself to not just, putting together folders and doing just, the scriptures that are in the folders. You can see the image of Jesus right there in the blue, right where my hand is. There's his face and his head. He's got his sword drawn, and all the angels are behind him, coming on the clouds of heaven. That's what's in that sculpture. Anyway, I did this artwork before I got saved, and we're going to document it too. But anyway, so he shall judge the world, for he is coming. Well, what have I been telling everybody? That's what I'm telling everyone. He's coming. Do I know when he's coming? No. I hope soon. It'd be really cool if he came while we were in Grand Junction. But who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. I have no clue. I just am doing what I was told to do. That's all. Being obedient. For he is coming to judge the earth. Maybe that's why he had me get a canopy that says V for vengeance. Because he's coming to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the peoples with his truth. Okay, so that was Psalm 96. That's appropriate, 96, 69, reversal. That's the first, tonight's the night I'm just dedicating myself before I go to bed to also, read some just straight up Bible instead of just breaking stuff down and putting it in folders and stuff. Anyway, that's pretty wild to read that as your first nightly devotional in a while, right? Anyway, all right, guys. Well, God bless, and I have to document everything now, so I'm documenting it. Another miracle. All right, come back. Good night. Okay, I'm here in the art room just documenting. We are painting it a plum, well, not quite plum, it's actually more of a bluish purple, but it sure looks plum. Anyway, so we're doing that, and then the odd thing about the trim was, the trim was going to be white. Sorry about that video lag, guys. The trim was going to be white, but I said, nah, it's just not going to look good at all, so I went and picked up a different color, and oddly enough, it says the velvet curtain, and I know what that's all about because this room's all about what happened after the fall. So that's what all this artwork represents. So anyway, yeah, I get it now. I get it. And there's Arnulfo. ¿Qué pasó, Arnulfo? There he is. Okay, so what I'm doing today is I'm documenting all the artwork. We're coming into this final lap. I'm sure of it. And so this is what the Lord put on my heart, to document the artwork, what it was. I did this in 2001. I used light as my medium. So my medium in art, instead of oils, pastels, whatever, I used light. And in order to make all these different images appear and like secondary images appear, I would blend one thing into something else, and the artwork actually moves. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to document it for you guys. I'm going to show you without colored lights on, so you can see the primary images, and then I will explain the secondary images so you guys understand, because this was tantamount in me understanding, like the altar of St. Peter. Who in the hell could have seen through that darkness that the whole thing was a big sheep? I mean, seriously. So the Lord trained me even by using my own artwork. Think about this. The medium that he had me choose was light. Jesus is the light of the world. It says, those who are in the darkness won't come to the light. So when I developed this artwork in 2001, all these artists were freaking out. They're like, how did you think of this? And the truth is, I had done my parachute rack, which is that coffin lid shaped thing. It used to have two bars that came out each side, and I hung my parachutes on it, the rigs, the containers. So anyway, so that's where I really got started, but then I started doing it, and this is all a reflection of it. You're going to see tonight, we're going to re-videotape the entire art room, and you're going to see what it is. Now, this is just my art room. This was a carport, and I closed it in, and I turned it into like a little man cave, art room, gallery, and all that. So let's just start getting to it. So let me show you what's going on first of all. So right there, you'll see a female, and as I back out, you'll see her body. And when you go from side to side, it actually moves. There's another female, the back of her head. There's her buttocks. So there's two females there, and you'll see another female body coming up right there, and then it blends into different things. Well, these are locusts. Those are like heads of locusts coming out of a portal, and that's plasma cut through the metal. And let me shut this real quick to knock out some of the light. There we go. So you'll see like a portal where these locusts are coming out. Well, isn't it interesting that the bait, this whole front of this thing is women. And then what's coming out is there's these slits in the metal, and those slits in the metal are the portal for locusts coming out of the pit. Now, mind you, I did this before I got saved. Now look, I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to show you this. See all those lines going that way? Those are sperm going to fertilize a female egg right there. See the circular egg? On top of it, I have what's called a Van de Graaff, which produces like electricity, like lightning inside of it. So the inference is this is the spark that fertilized the egg. You see the egg being fertilized by all the sperm? Okay, now I did this again before I got saved. Now look how 3D all this is. And then not only is this round part right here, you see the round edge right here, that's the female egg, and these are all the sperm trying to fertilize it. Now, that also turns into the sun, and you'll see here in a minute when I show you the other part of this. Not only is it an egg being fertilized, it also turns into the rays of the sun, and they're shooting out this way, and you'll see like a fireball. See how 3D that is? See that fireball coming from the sun. So there's the fireball coming from the sun. And look what it's coming towards. This is a guy. You'll see the back of the guy right there. There's his buttocks. There's his buttocks right there. There's his back. There's his head. There's his shoulder. And he's having sex with the girl. You can see the back of her head right there, and her lower back, her buttocks, her legs. And so they're having sex. This is a representation of the Garden of Eden. What's really just mind-boggling is this was done before I got saved. And that's all right on top of all the locusts coming out of the pit. For those of y'all that know this ministry, try and ask yourself, what are the odds that the Lord God showed these altars and all this hidden imagery? What are the odds that this was his artwork before he got saved? You can see the guy there. See the guy and the girl? And it moves. It just depends on which angle you're at. See, look. See, it moves. It changes 3D. It changes 3D effect. See that? Yep. Okay, now let me just keep going through it. Now, there's also a girl right there, and she's on her stomach as well. Now, there's the head of a serpent. There's a palm tree. See the palm tree? There's two locusts over it. Here's a locust. Here's a locust. But here's a tree, like the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Here's the head of a serpent. And so here's the serpent going up like this. Sorry, got a phone call.
So the serpent's head is right here, and the serpent's coming down, and the serpent becomes the rings of the planet Saturn. See it? There's Saturn. Now watch this. Now here's an angel right here. Now there's different faces. You can see hair right here, a face right here. There's also a shadow face right here. Now here's the wing going up and the wing going down and coming back, attaching to the back right here of the angel. And here's the other wing going up and coming down. But now let me show you this wing seconds as a mountain going down into a valley. You see the river going through the valley like this, and these little chip marks are trees. And then here's the mountain going up the other side of the valley. So now as I zoom out, so there's the angel, and there. So you'll see there's the angel, and the wings turn to mountains, and then the mountains come down into a valley right here with water coming through it. So here's another angel right here. It's like a shadow, and there's the wings going up, and the wings do the same thing as the other angel. They form like a mountains coming down into a valley with water running through the valley. And so here these angels are coming from heaven and they're landing. There's an egg being fertilized. There's a guy and a girl having sex right there. There's a girl in the garden and a serpent coming down from Saturn. And then the front again of this thing is images of the female form. And then coming out from a dimensional thing, the cuts, and I cut holes, and there's lights that come through those holes. And those are locusts coming out of the pit. Now, just to mind you, I did this before I got saved in 2001. Now I'm going to go this way. You'll see what looks like a face right there with a beard. Now remember, everything that's done is just done with very quick. Okay, there's a sword drawn. That's Jesus coming on the clouds of heaven, and there's an angel. You can see the wing, and the wings spread, and the head, and then see all the look like a myriad of angels behind him, coming on the clouds of heaven. So there's Jesus coming with a myriad of angels coming on the clouds of heaven. There they all come. Like, see them all? And they're all coming behind this angel, and who's out in front? Jesus with his sword drawn. Okay, so now over here, this is a bunch of just different images of a crucifixion, different angles. If you just look at it, you'll see it all makes a tree trunk. From there going up, and then it goes out, and those are the arms going out, and there's about 7 or 8 different views of a crucifixion. And then you'll see back here the lines that go this side. This is water, and you'll see those little ping marks I made with a ball peen hammer. Let's see, right back there, those little dots. Those are people coming down in the lake of fire, and it's coming down like this, and you can see the directional of the water right here and on this side too, and they're passing before the crucifixion, and those that did not take the free gift, they're going down into the abyss, and that's a skull with horns, and there's a waterfall. And then over this way, what you can't see is that's a tiger's tail, and it disappears into a dimension. I named this Dream of the Blue Tiger. It's written up top in there when I did it. I didn't know why I named it that. I thought it was very strange. I'm like, I didn't give titles to most of my artwork. But so you can see there's the tree of life, the lake of the judgment, the lake of fire. There's angel and a myriad of angels coming behind Jesus with his sword drawn. there's fire coming from heaven to destroy the whole thing that was produced in the Garden of Eden in the fall, and all these women were the bait, and the locusts are coming out from behind it, and there's the whole thing of fertilized egg. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show you this later today, and we're going to show it to you with the lights on. Trey and I are going to come back and redo it. And so this is my art room, and I'm going to light up these images that are on the wall. These things light from behind. You can't really see them, but I'm going to light it all up. Then over here, I carved this before I ever got saved. This was a beam to a house. There was a knot in the wood. And so the knot in the wood looks like tears. Watch. Look how the knot in the wood looks like tears dripping down. I was like, what the hell is going on? Look at the crucifixion between the eyes. Watch this. See him looking up? Right there, the face looking up right there. Arms going out, chest, legs. And this was all, so half the face is dark, half the face is light. And when you look at this way, it makes a horn on the head. The wing right here makes a horn on the head. And now remember, I did all this before I got saved. This was I was going to do this image of a girl, but then all this turned out, and I'm like, oh, this looks so androgynous. It's bizarre. The hands are serpents. Her hand is a serpent there. Her other arm and elbow is bent, and her hand becomes a serpent there as well. It's a half angel, half one thing, half another, and it's the female form. And then down there is the dragon coming out from behind the scene. This is the thing of Barack Obama that I decrypted. The whole thing's a big snake right there behind Obama. You can see those red shiny marks. Those are the eyes of the serpent. He's the serpent from the garden. There's two sperm on his head. One's engulfing the other. And there's the U.S. currency, and there's a hieroglyph of Akhenaten and Nefertiti. Guys, let me tell you something. If anyone thinks this is a coincidence, you're delusional. This is one of the most bizarre, impossible to refute realities of predestination. I had a lot of trouble dealing with this, just taking hold of it. That's me when we were doing our commercials in Cancun. My logo is a V with fangs, Vlad Eyewear. That's a hook turn that turned into a skip off a pond. And that was the commercials we were shooting in Cancun. So there's a sunglass company, some of the line. But this is it. This is what I did before I got saved. Now imagine everything that you've seen. This is New York behind me on the wall, buildings of New York. I just turned the door into a building. That's what I was just led to do. So what are the odds that the very person that did the Vatican and was able to see through all this has the same thing in his artwork? That's impossible. So anyway, I'm documenting this because this is going to be part of the record. Tonight what we're going to do is we're going to videotape this with the lights on it so you guys can see what it does with the lights on. So I have Trey coming over to help me out. And then I'm going to load up today a video called Treason. So you will have already watched the treason video when you're seeing this video, because the whole thing is about treason in heaven. That's what it was about, an insurrection. Now that insurrection is about, the final tally is about to happen with the angels that were part of the insurrection. That's what the end of the world is. It's everyone that was involved. We all lived out our sentences, and those that were predestined to go home get to go home, and those that weren't don't. And your final execution is carried out. That's what this is all about. Just like the artwork. Literally identical to what's in the artwork. What are the odds that I'm the guy? It's like, Anyway, I love you guys. I'm carrying a very heavy burden right now, by the way. I feel like someone just stabbed me in the side with a spear. It's like, oh. Anyway, so document. I'm going to put the rest of the locust heads back on. I got them sitting right here. Someone gave me that. That's a baptismal from a Catholic church. Really creepy. Anyway, got the locust head sitting right in here. They're going to go on the artwork, and we're gonna videotape. But I wanted to do a pre-video so you know what all these images are first. Again, palm tree, woman on her stomach naked, serpent coming down from Saturn, two angels, angel there, angel over there, coming down from heaven. That's a valley with a river running through it. The angels are coming down, landing. They're having sex right there with human women. Okay, there's a bunch of bait out front, naked women, female form, and coming out from behind the wall. Locust. Jesus coming on the clouds of heaven right there. There with the sword drawn. You see the line going up to the hand, to the sword, to the face. And then behind him is his militant angel, Michael. And there's the myriad of angels. There's the tree of life that if you didn't take the free gift of God, you go into the lake of fire and your judgment's carried out. That's what this whole thing's about. So anyway, that's the artwork. And behind me is New York. I just put that up when I moved in here just because it was a garage wall. It was really ugly, and I just put up New York because I was doing the U.S. currency thing. All right, guys. God bless. I'm just augmenting the video from, I'm standing on top of a ladder so you can get an idea of what this looks like from above, and you can just see the depth of this, see how 3D it is, and just how unusual this whole thing is. I mean, you see that speeding ball that looks like it's going to hit the two people that are fornicating. That's coming out of the area that I said was the sun. It's also the female egg being fertilized. And when we do this with the lights on it, I think it's going to really have quite a profound effect. I mean, just to think that the person that the Lord used to decrypt the, the whole system being this fornication thing, my artwork was all this before I got saved in the Garden of Eden, and locusts coming out of the pit, angels coming down from heaven, Jesus coming on the clouds of heaven. And then, oddly enough, that's me in a poster from Vlad I where it says the family of vampire marks. And it's the original vampire shade. So in the tagline for that is come out of the darkness into the light. And so to think that the very guy that was doing that falling out of the sky upside down with fangs on, like Cain and Abel, cannibal. That same guy is the guy that's doing this into the world harbinger ministry, bringing two shipping containers together in a place called Grand Junction at the corner of Rainbow and Casimir, which means proclamation of peace. That's just one of the craziest things I've ever heard. But you're looking at it. I mean, I'm documenting everything I've told you is true. It's just unbelievable. I mean, there comes a destruction, and if you look on the wall, it's all coming from the direction of the angels that are coming on the clouds of heaven with the angel and Christ out in front. So it's just really mind-boggling to think that all this is part of, the ministry previous to getting saved. Anyway, all right, documented. There it is. Yeah, good. We're ready.
Ready.
Are we ready?
We're rolling.
Okay, so I went ahead and shot this stuff earlier today with no light on it. And the reason I'm doing this is because this is all part of this crazy, crazy record. It's impossible. That poster is impossible. That the guy that the Lord used to figure this whole thing out is falling out of the sky with fangs on from a sunglass company called Vampires. I mean, it's just impossible. So I'm documenting it because it's going to serve as a record. We're good?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to serve as a record with everything else that's going on, aka the two containers, the two coming together as one in Grand Junction. So I was told to document it, so that's what I'm doing. I showed you guys this whole thing with no lights on it, so now I'm going to show you with the lights on it. So Trey's going to just pan down here real quick, and I'm going to show you what the whole system is. So right here, the whole thing's about fornication, by the way. And I'm going to show you the two figures. Here's the guy's head right here. This is the back of his head. He's on his hands and knees. There's his shoulder. There's his buttocks right here. And there's his lower back. So he's on his knees, and there's a girl in front of him, and here's her buttocks right here, going to the small of her back, going up to the back of her hair. You can see her hair going down right here. Okay, so they're having sex. That's what's going on here. And, you know, this, let's go up here real quick. You can stay right there, though. Right here, this is a female egg. Here's the circle right here. See the edge? And it's being fertilized, and these are sperm. All these wavy lines are sperm fertilizing the female egg. Well, oddly enough, because Jesus is coming on the clouds of heaven with these angels, this thing that looks like a sperm coming out of the egg is coming to destroy this entire system that's fornication. But to understand this entire system that's fornication, you have to understand, somehow I drew the Bible on this thing before I ever even read the Bible. I mean, that's just mind blistering. And to know that there's angels coming down from heaven having sex with human women in the Bible, I mean, that's just crazy, because that's what's in this thing. There's angels coming down from heaven, and this is the scene where they're having sex with human women. So let me show you that. Trey's going to stay there. I'm just going to point out a couple things. Here's one angel right here. Here's the head. Here's the arm. There's the back, legs. And it's a spirit, so I made it like kind of, you know, fade into the background. But there's the wing right there, and the wing comes out right here. There's the wing. There's the other wing. Now, this is a primary image. This is an angel. Well, his tip of his wing right here comes down. See, it comes down, 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 and it stops right here. It's also a mountain, so this is the tip of the mountain, and the mountain comes down, and stops right here. And then all these lines you see right here, all that stuff right there, that is water going through the valley. See, it's all water meandering through, and these little chip marks are like trees or brush that's in the valley. Over here is another angel. Here's the angel's head. There's the wing going up, another wing. It turns into another mountain, though, coming down to this side of the valley. So the tips of the angel's wings are the tips of the mountains, and then the bottom of the angel's wings go into a valley. This is the planet Saturn. Trey, if you want to now go back a little and just frame up the whole thing. Trey's going to step back a little bit, and we're going to frame up the whole deal there. So here's Saturn. You see the ring around Saturn right here? There's a ring. And then out of Saturn is a serpent coming down. This is all a big serpent. See the serpent's body going down. And you can see the serpent markings right here going down. And there's the eye of the serpent right there. And the serpent's going down. And right here is a girl's buttock. She's on her stomach as well. So there her buttocks is, that's the small of her back, and there's her head. And the serpent's going down, and this is a tree representing the garden, the serpent in the garden. And here's fornication occurring in the garden. But I want to show you this. The entire thing is female. We're going to go down here, Trey. Down here. So right here is a girl's head. Now I have light, I cut out holes so light coming through makes light coming out of her eyes. So that suggests that the light in her eyes that's coming out of there is associated with what's coming from behind that veil. Here's the top of her head. There's her eye, mouth. Those are her breasts, and this is her body. This is also a female. Now remember, this artwork is done with just rapid motion grinder movements. So this is the top of the head, and these lines represent the hair, the small of the back, her buttocks. This is water. And so now as you're looking, it's like a scene of girls, and like here's a girl's body right here cut out, and this is water. You'll look at the effect. Like she's standing in water up to her ankles. And as you just go across this thing, you'll see these female forms, kind of like a bunch of girls in a garden. The Bible says be fruitful, and they told them, be fruitful and multiply, and that's what this is. And so the Bible says, when the sons of God saw the beautiful women of the human race, they took any they wanted as their wives. So this is a representation of this. And then over here, where the light's coming through right here, these are locusts coming out of the pit. Oddly enough, these are made with what are called surface entry caps for construction. A surface entry cap is what receives all the energy that comes into a building, and it's the electricity. So, it doesn't take much to understand that this is an energy transfer system, male to female. That's what's really going on here. And when I started to realize that my artwork was all in the Bible as I was waking up and as all this was going on, that's when I really had a serious meltdown, mind melt, because this is all impossible. Okay, we can take a break. Stop it. Okay, so I just want to again show you, there's the girl's face, and there's her eyes. See the eye right there, and the face, and there's her body, the other girl's body, and as we go across here, there's the girl's ankle standing in the water, and then the girls turn into locusts. They turn into, look what's coming out of the pit, all these locusts from the pit, kind of like the movie Aliens, with Sigourney Weaver. So, what's really crazy is this is what ended up being the truth. And then I'm bearing witness to the pit opening and these things coming out. Revelation 9:11. So I'm just showing you the depth and the 3D-ness of this and just how absolutely mind-bending all this is. So this area that's washing out right in front of you, let's see if I can get that without it washing out too much. Yeah, it's really washing out. That's where it has Jesus coming on the clouds of heaven. Right there. I got to turn those lights down a little bit. There's a myriad of angels coming behind Michael the archangel. You can see the whole sky's filled with them. There's the leader. And then there's Christ out front with his sword out. So then there's fire coming down from heaven. So you'll see now coming with them, look at the fireballs coming in from heaven. And see, what's really fascinating is that what's coming from heaven is coming to destroy that which started in the beginning. I mean, this is just, in my brain almost can't process it. Look how 3D that is. So there's the tree. I told you it's the tree of life. It represents Christ. And there are all these different images of crucifixions and this thing, and it's just so horrific. If you were to be here and sit and stare at this thing, as I have in the past, it will literally blow your mind. Just look at that image right there. Just look at that. And I'm going to hold it here because it's going to change colors. There you go. You should pause it on some of these images. Anyway, so then this right here is the lake of fire, and that's all the people that didn't accept the free gift. And they're going down and they're going over the waterfall right there, and you can see the skull with the horns, and they're going into eternal judgment. And that's what this whole thing is. I mean, this is just, it's hard to wrap your brain around this, that this was actually something that, here you go, let me do this. This is actually something that was done before someone was called. During the time I was working on, hang on, let me see if Trey can hold this light right about there. Yeah, it doesn't matter, just up towards the ceiling, Trey, a little. So I just want to show you how 3D all this is. There it is. It's just unbelievable. And now that myriad of angels is the green part. You can obviously see the angel there. Christ coming with his sword drawn. But look how it all looks like it's coming out of the wall. You see all that? It's just one of the most gnarly pieces of art in the world. And I'm not saying that because I did it. It's just the Lord did it. He just used me. Okay, so anyway, there it is. There's a documentation, and that's what you guys are going to get to see in this vid. Bye. Okay, so hopefully that all worked. Sorry, I know it's I went over it a few times, but y'all have to understand from my point of view. I mean, this is just, it's a no-brainer. like the scorpion on my do-rag. So I'm wearing a do-rag on my head with a scorpion on it. And in my artwork from 2001, I have the locusts, that have tails like scorpions coming out of the pit. And the bait was women. And the largest church in the world worships the Virgin. By the way, most religions worship Mother Goddess. I think they all do, basically. Anyway, there you go. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to continue to move forward in very diligently with the Grand Junction thing. I'm literally fighting every step of the way. Yeah. All right, guys. God bless you. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go hit the dirt, and I'll catch you guys mañana. God bless.